Hello guys, the Music Corner here, and today we're gonna learn how to write music. Well, if you know the music theory, you already can use this application, which is online and free, very easily. However, if you have no idea about anything about the music theory, this app helps you even understand and learn the music theory. So let's just get into it. After you log in or sign up, which is free, you can just simply use your Gmail account. And I've already done it here. So let's just take a look at this. These are my previous creations, and you can categorize your writings, but let's get to action. Here, click New Score or Tab, and let's give it a name, the Music Corner Sample. Next, then you need to select the instruments that you want to use in your song. If you have brass instruments such as trumpet, trombone, etc., if you have any electronic instruments, any reed instrument like accordion and harmonica, etc. Let's choose a piano and bass, a bass guitar, electric bass. Well, these are just different sounds. Let's just use an electric bass and some percussions and normal drum sets. Let's see how it works. Alright, before we get into anything, let's take a look at the general environment of this app. Here it's the title of your song. Here you have this to play and stop your creation. This is a metronome that you can hear it. You know, metronome is that click sound that goes with every beat of the song. And here is volume settings, and you can share this. Here are some annotation marks for writing music and articulation. You can change how the note sounds and other things that you need to be familiar with music theory to understand these symbols. And there's a lot of things here. Maybe I'll go through them, but I just want to give you an example, and then you can explore this as you wish. So let's just go to note. As you can see, this is the piano here, and here we just write the notes, and this line increases as we go. Here it's the electric bass. Again, the notes, we write them here, and then here it produces a tab version, a tablature version of the notes. So these four lines correspond to the four strings on a bass guitar, and as you write notes here, the number of the fret on which string of the bass guitar will be written here, so you can easily play it on bass without even knowing notes. And here's the notes for the drum set. Let's start with the piano. If you already know how to play the piano without knowing this theory, you can simply play on this keyboard and then the notes will appear here. For example, this is a C, or in other languages it's a Do. Once you put that, the note Do is written here, and let's say Re or D, E, F, G. As simple as that. Let's just undo these. You can undo all the time. Alright, let's say what kind of music we want to hear. You can simply write notes here by clicking on it. Like, for example, this one, I know it's a C. It's a C4. As you see, it's C5 here. It's the number of the octave. Back here, it's C4 and C3, 2, 1, and 0. A normal piano starts from here, and before that, it's only possible electronically, but an acoustic piano doesn't have that. And this way, all the way, it goes to C8. So our note, the note that I'm considering is a C4, which is here. I can simply click here, and that is there, but I'll delete it. Or I can click on this key on the piano. It produces the same thing. All right. So let's say we wanna write the Ninth Symphony of Beethoven. So I already know this on the piano. I think it starts with an E. Okay, there's a silence here. So we just add one and we continue from here. I'll explain that silent note. All right, so let's just play it and enjoy. All right. Okay, so as you can see, these are called the black notes. It means each black note is one click of your metronome. So let's say if this is 80, let's turn it into 60, which is easier to calculate. This is the speed or tempo of your song. Now it's a little bit slower. Before it was 80, now it's 60. As you can see. And this 60 means every second is one click. So it's like click, click, 1 second, 4, 5 seconds, 6, 7, 8, etc. And when the time signature of a note is 4/4, it simply means there are 4 black notes in it, or any other kind of note with a different duration, but it has to sum to number 4. And 60 means every click, every note here is 1 second. So it means these 4 notes are 4 seconds. Up to here is 8 seconds. So you can simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 by 4, there are 32 seconds in this song. And each of these lines are called measure. They are divided so that they correspond to this time signature. I don't want to confuse you with the details of this. Let's just get to the point where this part of the song, if you've heard it enough, it's not like ding, dun, dun. Rather, there's a longer note here, and then there's some space, and then there's... Okay, let's just show it. From here, I'm gonna play. All right. What I wanted to make it sound like is turn into this, move it here. Oh, I cannot move it there. No problem. I delete this one and I add... I think this works now. As you can see, this note is longer, this one is way shorter, and this is the same. And what did I do? Again, if you know music theory, as you can see the kind of notes here, they are the duration of the sound. So this one means 1 click. This one means it lasts as long as 2 clicks. And this one, it lasts as long as 4 clicks. So one of these round or whole notes, as you can see, is equivalent of 4 notes here. 2 of these are 4 of these. 4 of these are 4 of these. 8, then there's 16 of these, 32, and 64. So what did I do? in order to make this note longer, how much? By half a click. So I already have this black note here, which is called a quarter, and I added half of a quarter to it by adding a dot. So I simply click this and then I add this dot. And this one, before it was a quarter, and I changed it to an eighth, so it sounds shorter. I do the same in the last one. Here, I wanted to make a quarter plus an eighth, and in order to add that, there are various ways to do that, but the easiest way is to use this dot here and add a dot. This dot means plus half of the current value of the note. So the current value of the note is a quarter. This dot for this note means an eighth. So if I just do that, this turns into an eighth, and it deleted one of my notes because there was no space for it. So I have to create the note myself. Oh, sorry about that. I shouldn't have done it here. Okay. First I put my pointer here, and I need a do or a C in English here, but an eighth note. So I just simply click here, and it looks very much like this. And this silent part, I don't want it to be silent. I want it to continue the sound of this one note. So here I have 1.5. Here I have a half. So 1.5 and half are 2. Here I have 1, it's 3. There's 1 second left here, which is filled with silence. So I just want to make this a 2-second note, or in other words, a half note. Click this, and this fills the silence after that. And we do the same, we do the same. Let's hear it again. And let's put it on 90. Cool. Let's add the bass. Okay, before I add the bass, this line, these 5 lines here on the G key, or G, I think it's called clave or something like that. Doesn't matter. This one is, simply said, it's the right hand, and these 5 lines here are for the left hand. So the notes that appear here are more easily played with the right hand, and the ones here with the left hand on a piano. Okay, an electric bass has only one line because you cannot play with 2 hands at the same time. What we do on a guitar is we use the left hand. If you're a right-handed person, we use the left hand to decide which note is played on the fretboard of a guitar, and the right hand is to pluck the strings. So there's just one, not 2. And again, in order to add bass to your song, you need to know a little bit of theory and composition and songwriting. However, I just make it easy. I think this is this one is a, I think, yeah, it's a C major chord. So we just simply put the note C here, which is on this line. Or if you don't know, you can use the keyboard again. All right. And I think here it's G, F. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see if it sounds right. It doesn't sound right because this is not a... Yes. All right. Yes. Then again, this one. Okay, let's put. But I'm just gonna. Doesn't matter. I'm just using my previous knowledge of this song, and it's not really. All right, and now we want to make them as long as the measure is. So we use a whole note. So it's a whole 4 clicks, 1 note of bass, and 4 notes of piano. Again, doing the same. Again, doing the same. This one is a half note, so I just use this one. And this, you know the drill. You really have to work with this, try to figure out this discovery method, you know, and then it's easier than it looks actually. All right, and then on the drums, you simply have all these sounds, and we need a kick like, okay, a kick here, and each line starts with a kick. All right, let's add one more, and okay, and then we need a snare. Oh, sorry about that. By the way, you can copy and paste sections if you need to. All right, and let's come here again. We need to start with a crash like tsh. Okay, and then we add all these closed hi-hats. All right, and all right, let's end it with a crash also. There it is. Okay, let's hear it. Okay. Oh, cool. Cool. All right, that's it. I'm not going to explain more about this. I will export this and put a link in the description as a MIDI file, so you can just listen to it later. And I will export this flats.io project and put it in the description, so you can just download this immediately and learn about it. By the way, here there's a bass guitar fretboard, the neck, and you can, if you're a bass player, you can just simply play the notes here. Yes. For every instrument that you choose, let's say the drum set, I choose it here. All these drum sounds come, and the bass, as you can see, bass, the guitar bass here, you have it, and for the piano, you have the piano. So just like that, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you make amazing songs. Let me know in the comment section if there's a better way to write music, and if there's an easier one, or maybe if there's an AI that does all this work for us and we don't have to write everything, every single note. We just upload the song and it gives us the notes. Isn't that cool? I'm sure there's something like that and I haven't found it yet. Please let me know. And please subscribe to my channel. It supports me a lot and it helps me get motivated and come up with new things for you guys. Thank you. Have a good day.